I went to the D-Juice brand, I went to the Uphone brand, I went to PTCL, I went to everybody and anybody I could think of. I went to their offices, I had long meetings with them. Literally 6 mahine maine lagaye. I was pitching this game again and again, right? Everyone I showed the game to, yaar, wow, Pakistan mein bani hai, yes, itna cool hone wala hai, ye hai, wo hai, wo hai, wo hai. Good job, man, good job. So, yaar, I mean, I know, but hey, can we work together? Can we sell this game? I know, like, if Mobilink sells this game with the Jazz brand, it's going to be cool. Imagine at the store we have this whole box and blah, blah, blah. It's going to be cool. And, at that stage, I was really upset. Everybody turned me down. They said, very awesome, great game. And they all turned me down. So what happened at that stage was that I said, okay, this is not how to approach them. I can't approach these guys because I am speaking a different language. I am telling them about business opportunities. I am telling them about, yaar, is tarah aur is tarah kar lete. And I realized that all of these haves in Pakistan are not entrepreneurial. And I can't blame them because they have a business to run. Mobilink has a brand image to maintain. It has a business to run. It can't work with me launching a rogue cricket game, right? So I said, look, who can approach these guys? And I'm just telling you the thought process in converting from an engineer into a salesman. I said, I can't sell this product to those guys. Who knows how to sell something to Mobilink? And it dawned on me that the marketing folk, these marketing agencies that Pakistan live and die by, know how to sell to all of these brands. They know how to take their CEOs out to lunch. They know how to party with these guys. They know how to give kickbacks. They know those channels entirely. So I said, okay, I'm selling to the wrong people. I am going to go to Karachi and sell to all of the marketing agencies. And the marketing agencies just loved it. They just started jumping on, haan yaar ye, wo, blah, blah, blah. And we managed to close the deal with Pepsi. So I didn't talk to Pepsi. I talked to a marketing agency. Marketing agency talked to Pepsi. So that's one thing that happened. The second thing I did with that product was I called up everybody in India. Literally everybody. I said, look guys, आपकी pirated market है. बेचते ही पिए, अब कुछ बेचते तो ना 5 रुपए तो कमाते हैं. I said, यार look, India में there's a billion people out there. Even if I get a fraction, right, I'll make some money. Okay. So I called up the pirated folk. I found them online. I went to India. I traveled to Mumbai. I met these people. And I said, okay, guys, look, what's your company's name? They said, my company's name is Quicksort. I was like, bahut ala. Does Quicksort want a cricket game with Quicksort's name on it? He said, that would be so awesome. I said, here you go. Here's a Quicksort cricket game. Sell it all you want. They were like, awesome, 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 awesome. Here's $50,000. So, oh, this works out. But I said, I'm not going to give you exclusivity. Then I went to the other company, and I went to the other company. India is such a huge market that there was enough appetite for all of that. So anyways, long story short, the point being that in making a product is only part of the game. Selling the product and making money from it, the business side, it's really good if you have a sales guy on board. It's really good if you have a smooth talker. Bande ne gel nahi lagayi hui na, you have a tough business. Trust me. All right, if you're making your product, you need that slick guy with that gel, maybe I forget it. I won't say that. But yeah, so yes. That's pretty much the story of how to sell a product. It's tough. The mobile space has changed a lot of that, alhamdulillah. Because you now can launch something and everybody in the world has some chance. Of course, that's discoverability is a problem, but it's a lot easier than traditional box products, for sure. I think we're running out of time, right? Yeah, so yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock. So guys, thank you for all your comments and feedback and everything. I really appreciate that, and hopefully we can talk about it.
This was very, very good, and thank you for coming over. I have known Babar for how many years now? For about 6 years. I've actually known him from his crazy days when he was involved in another startup, Amana. And we spent, I was mildly involved, he was not as mildly involved in Amana, but that's what we did together at some stage. And I've thought very, very highly of him ever since. He's developed into a great speaker. He was a very popular teacher at LUMS as well. But I do agree with the comment that he's gone very heavy on challenges. Okay, entrepreneurship is tough, but it just about always works out. Okay, I want you to remember this, that it just about always works out. I have never met with an entrepreneur who kept at it for long enough and failed. Okay, so so just all these challenges, all these difficulties, these roadblocks are natural. You have to pay your dues, so to speak, in just about anything in life, just as in entrepreneurship, right? And if you want to be a billionaire, it will just take that much effort to get there. If you wanted a 2 lakh rupees ki naukri, that's easier to do and naturally should be easy to do. Okay, I'll tell you, what I do for a living. I have 3 jobs, unfortunately. Okay, I teach at LUMS, as some of you might know. I am on a 1-year leave from LUMS, but I still do research. I'm on a 1-year sabbatical, so I don't do any teaching at this point, but I still do research. I work as Secretary IT for Government of Punjab. And then I also have these little toy startups that I have, about 2 or 3 of them now. But what makes me get up every day out of these 3 lives that I have, 2 that pay quite well and are quite prestigious, and the third one that most people don't even know about, I get up for the 2 or 3 startups that I have every morning. It'll be a real drag, getting up to be Secretary IT to Government of Punjab every morning, where you actually have to get up at about 5:30 a.m. every morning and go to Minar-e-Pakistan. That's just the life. And Secretary is involved in just about all the meetings, and whether it's the bus passes or the BRT's intelligent ITS system or the e-ticketing system or the board examinations or or automation of police stations or the land record management information IT system, anything that you can bloody think of that the government is doing, IT is involved in it at this point in time. It's a lot of work, it's very gratifying, all of that is true, but I get up every morning. What makes me get up every morning with a degree of excitement that I may be able to change the world are these 2 or 3 little startups that I have. That are all struggling, none of these have made millions of dollars per month, but that's what keeps me going. So the take home there is that entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but it is for everybody. It is the thing that it's the juice that keeps you going. It's the most exciting thing that someone like me can do with his life in a country like Pakistan. There are challenges, but then there's also hope of doing something so exciting that might just change the world. And that hope doesn't exist in anything else that you might do. You could be doing all these government projects, and you wouldn't have the kind of excitement that you would in having these little toy ventures where you sort of play out a vision, some excitement, some challenge to try and achieve something that no one's achieved before. And I think that is something that I want you to go home with. With that kind of internalize that there are challenges and no one's denying that, and you will most certainly fail, not once but many times, but eventually you will get there and you won't regret the journey of entrepreneurship. There are many other journeys that you might look back and regret, but entrepreneurship is not a journey that you will regret. And I think just to balance off what Babar has said so vociferously and in such a nice articulation that there are many challenges, and it certainly takes no less a man than Babar to overcome them in a country like Pakistan. It's very challenging, making a bloody cricket game, a 3D mocap and making it all work out is a Herculean task and takes someone like Babar to overcome it. But see that he's still smiling. He did something that was absolutely crazy. and I was pretty convinced, when he was building the cricket game that he's not going to make any money at all. I think I expressed it a few times as well. And we had this joke about each other that we're both product guys, we're not money people. And we keep building these crazy products that no one wants to use. But, he's built this product, great product, and has come out of it as a winner and has sold it and has done considerably well ever since. But one aspect that Babar hasn't told you about is that the mocap that he's built with his blood, tears, sweat and toil, he finally donated to LUMS, free of cost, so that they can start building a motion capture studio on top of that. That's the kind of guy he is, and that's what earns him the kind of respect that I have for him. So Babar, thank you so much for the talk and just for being yourself, the beacon of hope in a country like Pakistan.
Thank you.
We look forward to it.